Welcome to your Yoga Essentials practice. This is week 7, back bending. This is where we're going to go through the fundamentals of really learning to lengthen out of the lumbar and lifting the front of the pelvis, finding space in the lower back. When you're ready, bring the hands into prayer, coming to a comfortable seat. If you can, sit on your heels. Take a moment to just connect in with your breath. And then you'll take your left hand over to your outer right knee and your right hand into your lower back. On an inhale, you're going to lift up the crown of the head, and as you exhale, just start your practice with a gentle twist, wrapping that left lower rib cage around towards the right, keeping the back of the skull aligned over the sacrum, breath nice and calm. You'll make your way back to center, set it up for the other side, right hand over to left knee, left hand in the lower back, inhale when you get there, and when you exhale, gently start to twist. Let the shoulders just melt down away from the ears, lift the crown of the head up, gently draw the belly in and think of twisting from the core. If you're not familiar with twisting, just have a look at my video from the week before. And then you'll come back to center. You're going to make your way into 4 points of contact, your tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. As you inhale, let the belly dip towards the mat, move your heart forwards and up through your arms. And as you exhale, tuck under the tailbone, draw the belly in, press the hands down and round your upper back. Inhale, belly dips, heart moves forwards and up in cow pose. Exhale, tailbone tucks, belly pulls in and up, round the upper back in cat pose. Again, belly dips as you inhale, heart moves forwards and up, arms stay strong. Tailbone tucks under, belly pulls in and up, press the hands down and round the upper back. Come back to a neutral position, move the shoulders to the heels. And as you inhale now, you're going to bring the right knee in towards the nose, keep the leg bent, send the right foot up and back and lift the head and chest. Inhale, coil the right knee in, think of making a bow shape. As you exhale, kick your right foot up and back, visualize touching your head with your foot. Inhale, coil the right knee in again, keep the leg bent, send it back and up, visualize touching the head. You'll lower your right knee down, and we'll do that with the other side. Next inhale, just bring the left knee in, round in. Exhale, expand and open, visualize touching the head with the foot. Again, inhale to coil the knee in. Exhale to expand and open. One more time, inhale, coil the left knee in. Exhale, expand and open again. Now you're going to lower the left knee down. When you're ready, just head back towards child's pose, moving the bum back towards the heels, stretching the hands forwards. Breathe into the lower back, middle back, and upper back. As the sit bones sit towards the heels, the fingertips reach as far as they can forwards, just so you can get maximum length. Know that you can go there in that position anytime you want through the practice. For now, you're just going to shift forwards, the knees will be down, and you're going to lower the hips, bending the arms, and then lowering the chest all the way down to the mat, setting up Cobra Pose. Bring your hands on your hips. Think of moving your bum towards your heels. Then bring the hands next to the lower ribs. Inhale, rise in Cobra. Exhale, soften back down. Keep moving the shoulders down to the heels. Hug the arms in. Inhale, rise, lengthening in the back of the neck. Exhale, soften down. Try to feel the lower back starting to really work. Inhale, peel up the head and chest. Really drive the legs back. And then exhale, soften back down. Now inhale as you lift up, keep the knees in the floor. Exhale, go back to child's pose again. Stretch out the lower back, middle back, and upper back. Now you're going to shift forwards, curl under the toes, and make your way to downward facing dog. When you get there, feel free to bend and straighten each leg, just like you're walking on the spot, making any movements, any adjustments that you feel like you need to make. The fingers are spread comfortably, knuckles are all grounded, arms are very, very straight and strong. Swivel both heels to the right, bend both legs, keep pressing into the hands. Then go to the other side, swivel both heels to the left, bend the legs, reach the hips back, and back to center. You can make any movements that feel good in the first downward dog, really. Now you're going to slowly start to walk your feet up towards your hands. See if you can take it to the back of the wrists. Find a halfway lift, hands on shins, lengthen the spine. Fold as you exhale. The legs can be a little bent if you want to start. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. Again, halfway lift, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, and then exhale, fold in Uttanasana. Now this time, inhale, slide the hands up the front channel of the body, come all the way up to stand. As you exhale, bring the hands to the sacrum and notice the action of the pelvis lifting up. So belly pulls in, tail descends down. Now your hands are going to come to the lower back. Now the fingers can face up or down, so whatever works better for you, elbows in. Inhaling, you're going to lift the heart. As you exhale, think of moving the bum towards the heels. Now lift the heart towards the sky, and with an exhalation, just massage down the back of the legs and fold. We'll do that twice more. Sliding the hands up the front channel as you inhale, coming all the way up. Bring the hands to the sacrum, fingers face up or down, elbows in. Inhale, start to lift energy in the legs, lift the chest. Exhale, move the bum towards the heels. Start to open the heart to the sky as you inhale. Massage down the back of the legs whenever you exhale and fold. Again, inhaling, the hands come up the front channel. As you exhale, bring the hands to the sacrum. Just feel grounded. Inhale, lift energy in the legs and chest. Move the bum to the heels. Open the heart. Next exhale, just massage down the back of the legs and fold again. Find your halfway lift whenever you arrive with an inhale. And then step back to plank pose when you exhale. Now inhale in plank. Lower the knees. First round, we're going to lower slowly all the way down to the floor, setting up Cobra. Inhale, peel up the head and chest again, maybe a little higher. Either back to child's pose, tucking under the toes. When you're ready, you'll make your way to downward facing dog. If ever you need to stay in child's pose a little longer, just stay there and meet back in downward dog when you're ready. Press into the hands again, reach the hips and thighs back, melt the heels down just as far as they want to go. You're looking for maximum stretch in the spine and maximum stretch down the back of the legs. Next inhale, take the gaze forwards but drive the hips back. You can soften the legs a little, then just step your feet up towards your hands. Again, feet hip distance apart. Bring the hands on the shins as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Sliding the hands up the front channel, inhale. Exhale, hands to sacrum. Coming to our standing back bend again. Inhale, lift the heart towards the sky. Keep moving the bum down towards the heels. Next exhale, you're going to massage down the back of the legs and fold. Find your halfway lift when you inhale. Lengthen through the crown. Slowly step back to plank pose when you exhale. Option to lower the knees is up to you. Inhale, feel sternum crown reach forwards. Drive the legs back. Lower the knees if you want, and then slowly lower all the way down. Cobra pose. Arms can stay bent, or you can straighten your arms in upward dog and drive the legs back if you're ready. Downward facing dog, curl over the toes. Remember, you can go via that child's pose anytime you want. Press into the hands again, strong arms, wrapping those outer arms in towards the sides of the face. Think of belly gently pulling in and up, hips and thighs reaching back to send the heels down. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Next inhale, take the gaze forwards, drive the hips back, and as you exhale, step your feet behind your wrists again. So feet hip distance, find a halfway lift, spine nice and straight, fold when you exhale. As you inhale, slide the hands up the front channel of your body, come all the way up. Hands come to sacrum. As you exhale, get grounded. Inhale, lift the energy in the legs, lift the heart, keep moving the bum to the heels, bring the elbows a little closer, reach the crown of the head back in your standing back bend. Massage down the back of the legs when you fold and exhale. Find the halfway lift whenever you inhale, extend through the crown, and then step the left foot back, bend your right leg, and then drop the left knee to the floor, untuck the back toe. Now as you lift the torso, bring the left hand to the belly, the right hand to the tailbone. The left hand's pulling in and up, the right hand presses the tailbone down. Then you're going to lift your arms up in Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Outer arms wrapping in, stay nice and deep in the front leg, and think of drawing the right heel towards the back knee, stretching out that left hip flexor. Next exhale, you're going to circle the hands back and down to the floor. Straighten your front leg just as best you can. Adha Hanuman, or half splits. Think of flexing the front foot, melting the shoulders down your back, so towards your hips, crown of the head extending forwards. If it's too much to straighten the front leg, just keep it a bit bent. That's okay. When you're ready, you're going to re-bend the front leg, lift the chest. Now, bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot so you can send your right leg back and up in that bow shape again. Now, you can bring your left hand to your heart and stay there, or you can reach your left hand around and see if you can grab a hold of your right ankle or right foot. So going a little deeper, you're going to kick your right foot back into your left hand. Try to lift the chest. Gaze forward, steady, balanced, and grounded. Keep kicking the foot back into the hand, lifting the chest. Then next exhalation, extend the right heel to the back of the mat, left hand forwards, then lower the right knee, left hand back down. Come to Anahatasana, walk the hands forwards, keep the hips above the knees. So it's kind of like an extension of child's pose, this one. The hips are staying above the knees, the hands are forwards. You'll feel the opening in the shoulders and spine. Now you're going to shift forwards into a forearm plank. So the shoulders land above the elbows, curl under the toes, straighten the legs, activate your core. As you exhale, think of the feet driving back and crown reaching forwards. Swivel both heels to the right, keep both forearms down first, and then come back to center. Swivel both heels to the left, keep both forearms down, reach the sternum, crown forwards, and then come back to center, release the hips to the floor and untuck the toes for Sphinx. Lift your heart in Sphinx and really drive your legs back. And as you exhale, you're just going to bow your head towards the floor and stretch out the back of your neck. So keep driving the legs back. Inhale, lift the head and chest a little bit, pressing the forearms down. Exhale, bow the head, stretch out your neck. Again, inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. And exhale, take the forehead all the way down to the floor. Now put the back of the hands in the floor, press into the top of the hands there. Shoulders reach back towards the heels, legs can lift and stay straight, chest lifts up, crown extends. So Shavasana variation or locust pose variation. Keep pressing the back of the hands in the floor, keep breathing. Then next exhale, gently release and just slide your hands next to your lower ribs. You're going to lift in either cobra or upward facing dog on an inhalation. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Remember, you can go via that child's pose anytime you want. Press into those palms, nice strong arms. Reach your hips and thighs back again, everyone, and melt the heels down just as far as they want to go. Next inhale, take the gaze forwards, drive the hips back, and as you exhale, just step your feet forwards and together now between your hands. Halfway lift when you're ready, and then fold whenever you exhale. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up to the sky. And as you exhale, you'll bring your hands in front of your heart. Take an extra breath in, just feeling calm and centered. Then release your hands down. Tadasana. Now bend both legs, touch the mat, keep the legs bent and sweep the arms up for Utkatasana, sometimes called chair pose. So just sit as deep as you can, keep lifting the front of the pelvis up. Then you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, reach your knuckles back to open your shoulders and chest. And then exhale, bow, taking the chest to the thighs. And think of the head being nice and heavy, shoulders moving away from the ears, interlace fingers coming over the head towards the floor. Legs as straight as they can go. Stomach resting on thighs will support the lower back. When you're ready, you're just going to bend both legs, reach the arms back up. Utkatasana. Now try to stand up straight, touch the sky, and then bring the hands back to prayer in front of the heart. Take another breath in here. As you exhale, release your hands down. Heel toe the feet hip distance apart, standing back bend. Bring the hands to the sacrum. Feel the inhale lift the energy through the legs and chest. The exhale moves the bum down towards the heels. So keep pressing the bum down towards the heels. Bring the elbows a little closer. Open the heart to the sky. Keep breathing. Next exhalation, when you're ready, just massage down the back of the legs and fold. Halfway lift when you're ready to inhale. Now you're going to step your right foot back, bend your left leg, and just drop your right knee into the mat. Untuck the back toe. Now as you lift the torso, bring the right hand to the belly, left hand to the tailbone. Find the action of the front of the pelvis lifting. Then you'll reach the arms up. Untitled low lunge. Draw the left heel towards the back knee. Keep trying to lift through the sides of the torso and extend through the arms. Next exhalation, just circle the arms back and down to the floor. Straighten your front leg. Half splits, Ardha Hanuman. If you can, you're flexing the front foot. Think of the heart reaching towards the top of that left foot. Shoulders just relaxing down your back. Always breathing calmly in and out of the nose if you can. Now slowly rebend the left leg. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Now you're going to send that left leg back and up in that bow shape we made at the beginning of practice. Bring the right hand to the heart. Know that you can just stay there if you want, or you're going to reach that right hand around and see if you can grab a hold of your left foot or ankle. Press that left foot back into your right hand. Lift the chest. Steady the gaze. Keep kicking the foot back into the hand. Find this bow shape. When you're ready, extend the left heel towards the back, right hand forwards, pull the belly rib cage in, then lower the left knee and right hand down. Anahatasana, take the hands forwards, keep the hips above the knees. You're going to melt the heart, chin, or forehead to the mat now. When you're ready, shifting forwards into the forearm plank again. So shoulders above the elbows, activate the core, pull energy to the center. As you exhale, radiate from center. Again, activate your core and then release the hips to the floor, untuck the toes for Sphinx. Drive your legs back in Sphinx. Now you're going to take the left hand to the right wrist and then send your right hand back. See if you can grab a hold of your right foot. Now bring your right heel as close as you can towards your outer right hip. So this is Ardha Bandhasana in Sphinx, or half frog. Now eventually the right elbow is going to spin up, but don't worry too much about that to start. We'll come to the other side. Bend the left leg, reach the left hand back, grab the inside of the left foot. See if you can then press onto the top of the left foot. The left elbow will spin up. The right leg just keeps driving back. Try to keep pressing down through the right forearm and lifting the chest. Next exhalation, just gently release the left leg. Don't worry if you didn't get that pose just yet. Just keep working with it. Lift the heart when you're ready, and then bow the head, stretch out the back of the neck. Again, inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, bow the head, stretch out the neck. One more time. Now release down to the floor. Now this time you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. Think of moving your bum towards your heels. Now you're going to bend the legs. Think of taking the feet to the ceiling. Inhale, lift the head, chest and thighs. Now reach your knuckles back towards the gap between your calves. Just keep reaching them back. Try to lift the thighs a little more. Keep reaching, keep lifting. Then bring the hands next to the lower ribs. Extend the legs straight back. Then rise in upward dog or cobra. Child's pose when you exhale. Breathe space into the lower back, middle back, upper back. Drop the sit bones to the heels and keep reaching fingertips forwards. Now you're going to shift forwards. Curl into the toes, find your way to downward dog. Keep pressing into the hands, keep driving the hips and thighs back again. Eventually legs are really strong, arms really strong, spine long. And now you're going to lower your knees to the mat and just fold up your mat from the grabbing of 3/4 near the top. Just make sure it's triply thick, and then you're going to put your knees on the mat. Now, the knees are about hip distance apart, the belly and rib cage is drawing into the spine, and then just bring your right palm on top of your left with your arms out in front of you. Keep the spine straight, and on an exhalation, just try to rock back. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, rock back, and feel that in your quadriceps. Inhale, center. Exhale, rock back. Feel the quads really activate. Inhale, center. Exhale, rock back. Center, inhale. Exhale, rock back. Now center, inhale. Circle the hands to the sacrum when you exhale. So like what we did standing, but this time we're on our knees. Think of moving the bum towards the back of the knees. Think of elbows in, shoulders down the back. Lift the heart towards the sky. Now keep moving the bum down to the back of the knees. Keep lifting out of the lower back. Keep lifting from the space behind your heart. Keep breathing calmly in and out of the nose. Next inhale, come back to center. See if you can sit on your heels and just take a moment to draw the belly in and release the sacrum down. Soak in the experience of the back bend, the practice so far. Settled, calm. Now you're going to unroll your mat if you rolled it up. So you're sitting on the heels. You're going to inhale, lift the heart to the sky. Now bow the forehead to the mat and bring the hands next to your knees. Now straighten your arms and just try to bring your knees into your chest and really round your upper back. We'll do it again. Lower the shins, open the heart as you inhale to the sky. Bow to the mat and just bring the hands next to the knees. Inhale, straighten the arms, knees into the chest. Exhale, release the shins back down. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, open the heart. Bow the forehead to the mat, bring the hands next to the knees. Now straighten the arms, bring the knees into the chest as much as you can, round your back, and then sit the bum back on the heels. Now make your way into Anahatasana. So that extension of child's pose with the hips above the knees. Think of the chest melting down towards the mat. Forearm plank. Activate your core, pull energy to the center. Expand from the center. Again, activate the center when you inhale. Expand when you exhale. Then release the hips to the floor. Untuck the toes for Sphinx again. Lift your heart, drive your legs back. Bow your head, stretch out the back of the neck. Lift your heart, keep driving the legs back. And now release the forehead to the mat. Now, keep thinking of moving the bum towards the heels. Bend both legs, and if you can, just calmly reach back and grab your feet or ankles. Dhanurasana bow pose. If you can't, just do one of the earlier variations that we did. When you're ready, kick the feet back into the hands to lift the chest up. Try to keep breathing calmly. Keep kicking the feet back. Keep lifting in the chest. Try to lift the thighs a little more. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Bow pose. Next exhalation, just calmly release the forehead as you release the legs. Then rise in either cobra or upward dog. Child's pose. Send your bum back towards your heels. Stretch the fingertips forwards again. And breathe into the lower back, middle back, and upper back. And then you're going to shift forwards, curling under the toes. Find downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out if you need to. When you're ready, inhale, raise the right leg up. You can bend the leg and open the hip, but keep the shoulders level. Lift up high on the left toes. You're going to step the right foot just next to your right thumb for warrior one and drop the back heel. Firm the right hip in, and as you reach the arms up, you can feel that the outer left hip is trying to wrap towards the inner right knee. Now, if you're not sure about warrior, just make sure you look at my warrior video, which was, I think, week 3 maybe. You can check it out there. Strong back leg. Next exhalation, you're going to circle the hands down to the floor Now lift your back heel, move the left shoulder towards the left heel, and then open lunge twist. You're going to raise your right hand straight up. Think of moving that left rib cage towards your inner right thigh and extending the crown of the head away from the back heel. Now reach the right arm forwards, circle it down to the floor, come to plank pose, bend your arms chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra, lift the crown and drive the legs back. Downward facing dog, exhaling. We'll do it with the other side. On an inhalation, you're going to raise your left leg up, lift from your inner thighs, the right heel descends. Exhale, bend the leg and open the hips. Shoulders stay level. Now inhale, lift up high on the right toes. Exhale, knee to nose, round the upper back and step the left foot forwards. Warrior one, back heel down, left hip firms in and back, and then arms reach up. You're going to wrap that outer right hip to the inner left knee. Try to lift the front of the pelvis gently up. Keep lifting the energy up through the sides of the torso. Strong back leg, generous bend in the front leg. Next exhale, circle the hands down to the mat, lift the back heel. Move the right shoulder to the right heel, and then next inhale, you're going to raise the left arm up. Try to think of that right lower rib cage moving to the inner left thigh, crown of the head reaching away from that back heel. Then reach the left arm diagonally forward, circle it down to the mat. Come to plank pose, inhale there. You can wait in downward dog if you want, otherwise chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale, and back to downward facing dog if you're not there already. Calm breaths. Slowly lower your knees to the floor, take child's pose, bum back to the heels again, arms strong. And then the hands will slide back, you'll roll up through the spine, just swivel your legs around and come to sit. And when you find your seat, extend your feet forwards and flex them, legs strong. Next inhale, raise your arms up. Now try to lift through the sides of the rib cage, sides of the torso extending, arms extending. And then next exhale, reach the hands towards the shins or the feet or whatever it is that's available for you. Paschimottanasana. Now try to imagine that you're reaching your heart and crown of the head towards the top of your feet. The shoulders are relaxing down. Legs eventually nice and straight and strong. Quadriceps could be active and lifted. If you've got any hamstring issues, just bend the legs a little bit. Next inhale, when you're ready, you're going to slowly lift up and then exhale. Now shuffle your bum forwards. We'll come into reverse tabletop. Hands go about a forearm distance away from the hips. Now as you inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower the hips almost all the way back down. Inhale, lift up, so tabletop breathing. Exhale, gently release. One more time, press into the hands and feet, lift the hips, reverse table, and exhale, gently release. You're going to send the bum a bit more forwards towards the heels and then slowly roll down onto your back. When you get onto your back, you can make sure that the fingertips are just about to touch the heels. We'll do bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Now bend the arms, so elbows press down into the mat, fingertips reach up, then press into the heels, feet, and lift the hips. Now see if you can get the thumbs just where the butt is and move the butt flesh towards the back of the knee. So I want you to find space in your lower back here. Now the feet are hip distance apart, knees are hip distance apart. Think of wrapping the inner thighs down towards the mat. Keep moving the bum towards the back of the knees as you lift your hips up. Then to release, you're going to slowly roll the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let the knees knock together just for a moment. We're going to do a second set of bridge pose. Taking a moment to be calm, resting the left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly. And then we'll set up round 2. Fingertips about to touch the heels. You're going to press into the feet, lift the hips straight up. Either bring the hands to the bum again, or if you can this time, you're going to interlace your fingers underneath you, reaching the knuckles towards the heels, and the heels, they kind of draw towards the shoulders a little. The shoulders are even moving towards the heels just a little. The hips lifting up, the breath calm. Setu Bandhasana means the construction of a bridge. Great for getting into the power of the legs and a very accessible back bend for a lot of people. When you're ready to release, you're going to bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Just stretch the arms up above the head. Take a moment just to relax, soak in the practice. Then give your knees a hug in. You could even take the forehead towards the knees and activate your core. We'll just finish our practice with some twists. Take the arms out by the sides, drop both knees to the right. Nice easy twist. If you feel like you want a different twist, feel free to do your favorite variation. If you're not sure, just have a look at the video from last week, which I think was week 6, twisting. Twisting is a great way to prepare for back bending, which is why we started our practice with a gentle twist today, and we had another little twist through the sequence. It's all about really finding space in the spine. And the most important part of our practice this time was really learning how to lengthen out of the lumbar. So moving the bum towards the heels and lifting out of the lower back instead of compressing in the lower back. When you're ready, you'll just take your legs to the other side, a nice easy twist. Breathing space into the whole side of your body. Come back to center when you're ready. Give the knees a brief little squeeze in again, or any brief movement you feel like you need to make. And then we're going to settle in Shavasana, the final pose of our practice. Shavasana is a very important pose. Just reach the heels towards the end of your mat. Let your legs relax. Let the hips relax. And most importantly, let the lower back relax. You could even feel again very gently that the bum is moving to the heels so the lower back has space. The middle back, upper back relaxes into the mat. The shoulders are also relaxed and away from the ears. Arms feel heavy but relaxed. Crown of the head reaches back. You can let go of any control of your breath in Shavasana. Just allow the body to rest in stillness and calm. Soaking in all these beautiful changes from our practice today. Noticing any subtle sensations. Every exhalation, it feels like you're just melting into the mat, nice and calm. When you're ready, start to bring some gentle movement back to the toes, to the fingers, ankles or wrists. You can take a big full body stretch, just feeling like you've just woken up again today, feeling much more invigorated from our back bending. And you'll bend your left leg and roll onto your right side using your right arm like a pillow, resting your heart before you return back out into your everyday world. With a feeling of being calm and quiet, keeping the eyes closed if you can, you just make your way to a comfortable seat. Either how we started, seated on the heels, or if that's not available, just any comfortable seat. Take a moment just to acknowledge this effort that you made to practice today. Know that there are changes taking place. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching.